Hi, my name's Magnus and my blog video today is on weldment profiles in 2014. So 2014 you can now have configurable sketches as your weldment profile. So here I've got a sketch of an RHS. One of the first things I'm just going to do is just tidy up these descriptive names. So I'll just say that that's the width, I'll say that that's the height, I'll call this the radius. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm actually going to control the sketch in a design table, so it's a little bit easier to understand the values if they're given sensible names. Right, so that's done. Now what I need to do is go, before I go to that, I'm just going to add in a configuration property, and I'm going to just call it description, and I'll just type because I would like the actual descriptive name configuration as well, descriptive name in there as well. So I now go to my insert tables, design table. I'm going to go auto create, hit accept. You can see now it's a lot easier to understand what values I'm bringing in. I don't need the radius. So now I've got my design table inside SolidWorks. I'll just make that a little bit bigger. So I'd like a column where I'm going to have RHS, and I'll talk about the grade, so it's going to be 350. So what I'd like is actually the name to match up with columns here. So what I need to do is format this column, and the reason I'm going to format it is I don't want it to show as the formula but actually as the name. So I'll just make sure that format cells general, okay, perfect. So now all I have to do is go equals, and I want it to be equal, I'm going to go 75 by 40, so I'm going to go C3. I want to go and I'm going to go in quotes and go times, and this just shows 75 by, okay, so and I'm going to pick my B3 column here, which I can even just type straight away, B3. Again, and quotes times quotes again. We want to go and I want to go to the thickness, so that's going to be that column there. I'm going to go and again. This time I'm going to go quotes and space and quotes and the reason is because I want that kind of RHS to be in there. So that was E3 now as well. So I can just go ahead and type that, E3. Again, same thing, so and, quotes, space, quotes, and lastly, and F3. Hit Control and Enter once I've done, and what we should get here is a name built up of these values here. So perfect, I'm just going to go click back into my SolidWorks model, and we should see that create the configuration. Perfect, let's go to the configuration manager. Select that one. I'm going to delete the default configuration here, no longer require that. I'm going to go back in and edit the table, and what we should see is it'll pick up that configuration property of description, which is that $PRP. Go OK, perfect, there it is. Again, I'm just going to format that column, so right click, format cells, ask it to be general. And this time all I simply want to do is just go equals, and I'll select that column there. Again, Control and Enter, and done. Perfect, so I'm just going to quickly grab these, probably create 3 different configurations. I want the 350 to be the same. So here I'm going to go, let's say it'll be 100, and we'll go 120. I might go 50. And I'll go 75. What you're noticing is, see how the values are updating in the other columns? So it's perfectly built around these names here. Click back, it's created the other configurations. I'll just double check they're okay. Look at that awesome work. Cool. So now I'm going to take this sketch 1 and I'm going to go File, Save As. I have to make sure when I'm saving as a weldment profile I have that sketch 1 selected. Go Save As. Now I'm going to save as a library feature part. Navigate to my weldment profiles library. You'll notice that 2014 I've got an AS configurations, and if I go in there, the reason why is I've now got descriptive names for the sketch itself. So all I need to do is have a descriptive name here. So I'm going to call this custom RHS. Go save. Now if I go to a weldment profile, or weldment frame, go to my structural members, go to my standard. So if we have a look at the old-fashioned method, I go standard, then pick the folder, and then pick the sketch. Now I'm going to go to ADIS configurations. Now what it's doing is actually picking the sketch, and the next drop down is picking the configuration of that sketch. Perfect. So there it's completed, all driven by configurable sketches in SOLIDWORKS 2014. I hope you found this blog useful, and please subscribe to see more. Thank you very much.